Police have killed an ex-football player who had been in a car accident and was running to them for help. The police officer involved has been charged. I'll give you all of the details. Early Saturday, Jonathan Ferrell, 24 years old, former Florida A&M football player, he is in a car accident, in an apparent car accident. He was looking for help at a nearby house, according to a statement from local police. A woman answers the door after he bangs on it in the middle of the night, doesn't recognize Jonathan Ferrell, calls 911. Officers show up. They think it is a breaking and entering call. They find Ferrell not too far from this home where he had sought help. And police say that as they approached Ferrell, he started running towards the officers. The officers, feeling that they were in danger, attempted to taser him. Police said he continued to run towards them, and that is when Randall Carrick, an officer, fired his gun multiple times, hitting Ferrell multiple times. Ferrell died at the scene. Police are saying, in retrospect, it became clear that Ferrell was running towards them for help. He had been in a car accident, middle of the night, clearly a complicated situation. Police said initially that the encounter was appropriate and lawful, Lewis, but later on in the day, they said they investigated this and that the subsequent shooting of Mr. Ferrell was indeed excessive, and that Carrick, Officer Carrick, did not have a lawful right to discharge his weapon. I have to tell you, I believe that is the right analysis, and I am shocked that so quickly the police department actually said it.
Well, I think in situations like this, there really are no questions. I mean, it's clear that he was in a car accident. It's clear that he was trying to get help. You really can't, I don't know, you can't get around those details because it was all right there. But in many other situations, when you've got someone who is just on their own, no one knows about any accident, that's when things can get a little foggy.
In other words, when there's you're really alluding to the George Zimmerman situation. George Zimmerman claims that Trayvon Martin did all this stuff, that he was threatened, that he shot him. Trayvon is dead. Not only do you not have real bona fide witnesses, but you only have the word of the individual who chose to use force. So you're making a good point. Officer Carrick is 27 years old. He turned himself in for booking on Saturday evening. He was released on $50,000 bond, according to the Mecklenburg County Sheriff's Office. He joined the police force in 2011. His first appearance in court is today. Ferrell apparently had walked about a half mile to the house, and he was, quote, banging on the door viciously to attract attention. I actually understand if you are the woman whose door is being banged on at 2:30 in the morning, you're woken up, you go downstairs, you don't recognize the person, they're incredibly agitated, you don't know what's going on. I understand being that woman and being scared and calling 911. She is not a professional. However, a group of police officers show up and they are not able to, together with the training they have, ascertain that this is an unarmed man and not shoot him to death with multiple shots. I don't blame the woman at all for being scared. I would be scared too in that situation, Lewis, but it's the police where I'm questioning, how did nobody say, hold on a second, before we shoot this guy multiple times to death here, before knowing anything else, let's try to figure out what's going on.
Right. I mean, I hate to say it, but I think these cops were just cowards, like so many that we talk about here. And I don't understand how they don't realize that they need to give civilians the benefit of the doubt in situations like this. This whole just shoot first mentality is completely insane, and that the punishment for these crimes needs to be 1,000 times more severe. This cannot be happening.